What's going on, beautiful people? This is Max coming to you from the Majestic Lifestyle Coaching Channel, and welcome back to the second video this week. Wow, this feels good doing the second video in a row. Man, it's just all about let's go. So folks, if this is your first time tuning to this channel, welcome. And you know, have a seat. Join the Majestic Lifestyle family. This is a channel all dedicated to living our best life, growing together and going together, going to new heights, new levels, and living our best life in every aspect of our life. That's the Majestic Lifestyle. If you've never been here before, do me a favor, have a seat. Welcome, be a part of the community. Hit that subscribe button and be part of the family. Now, for those of you coming back, welcome. I missed y'all. I really missed y'all. Boy, it was always good hearing from the few people that would reach out to me and told me that they enjoyed the content and they miss having my voice and the content that I provide on YouTube and Facebook and otherwise. So, man, it's good to be back. It's good to be pushing again, because you know what? This is not easy. Starting off on YouTube channel is never easy, because at first, there's no money involved. Although you don't do it for the fun, but you know you want to get paid. You want to have a platform that you could. Let's just be real for a second. Time out for a second. Let's talk about this. When you have a big platform that you get money from, you can now relax and just focus just on that. You don't have to worry about other bills and paying other things, because you know money's coming in and you can cover all your bases. So when folks talk about they want to get to a certain level, it's just because they don't want to have to worry about these little bills. They could be thinking about all these things. Everybody wants to get to that level where, you know what, you could just be stress-free and you could dedicate more time and energy to this craft and take it to the next level. Yeah, if for those of you coming back, welcome back. Glad to see you. You know, do me a favor, hit the likes, hit the comments, do all these things that help support the channel and support and grow this community. So the word for today is gratitude. I want to talk about gratitude because you know what? Gratitude is a foundational piece. Gratitude is one of these things that sometimes it's real hard, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes it's real hard to be thankful. I mean, if you are one of those people that's been through it, for example, you're an entrepreneur, you've been trying to push, and you see you're having a hard time get over that hump, right? Of being a full-time entrepreneur, your money's coming in, things are good. Boy, sometimes you could just be, oh my gosh. You can be frustrated, you can be down, you can be hurt, you can be broken. You can have so much going through your mind that it's hard to be productive, to really work on your craft and things like that. Let me speak to some of the people. If you happen to watch this and you're successful, let me break something down about success. When it comes to the mind, there are varying levels. There are people who could easily isolate and compartmentalize things, right? So for example, the person is in the worst situation, in a very dire situation, things are tough, right? They are in a horrible living situation and they're able to just isolate everything, focus, hone in, push, and go in and build themselves out of it, right? And there's some people that the second they try to put some effort in, they are worried, okay. For example, the person could be trying to do a YouTube video, but they're worried about the person that they live with that might be laughing at them out the door. They're worrying, outside their door. They're worrying about the people who are gonna see this, who are gonna say, you're never gonna amount to anything. You're never gonna go anywhere. Or they're worried about paying a bill. They might be hungry. They're worried about where's my next meal coming from. And you know what? We have to have room for people in the various situations. I will talk about this down the line more, but I just wanted to let you guys know that there are different people who deal with things mentally on different levels. Have space and patience for these people. But you know what? At the end of the day, even if it's not that easy, I want you to work on gratitude. There's a YouTube video on gratitude that I've been listening to, where I've heard successful people talk about you have to wake up with a spirit of gratitude on a regular basis every morning, right? And I'm not gonna lie, that hasn't been easy for me. But I've been listening to this video, of course, in the morning after I get up, I pray, right? And I brush my teeth, wash my face and some things like that. I come back and I listen to this video of gratitude because it helps to remind you of the little things. And when you build certain successful habits, at first you could just play it, right? and I'm not gonna lie, my mind is mad distracted. I'm thinking about so many different things, but I keep focusing to come back to it, right? What happens is that eventually you start to take on that attitude of gratitude. You start to pick up those habits, especially as you listen and you repeat in your mind, right? You start to take that on, because whatever you expose yourself to, it starts to affect you. If you find yourself having a hard time waking up with a spirit of gratitude, I suggest you do these things. Find a YouTube video or a clip that you can play in the morning, because the one I listen to is about 10 minutes, and it says, I'm thankful for my bed, I'm thankful for my life, I'm thankful for this day. And mind you, this young lady, it's a great video. She made it very neutral, but it doesn't have God in it. So for those of you who don't believe in God, that's for you. But for me, I'm a God-believing person. And so for me, I make sure to add God in there. I thank you, Jesus, for this. I thank you, Jesus, for that. I thank you for God for this, right? So start putting these things in your life, because the thing is that here's the key. If you're not thankful for what you have, if you don't have gratitude, your mind cannot open and receive what God has for you to get to the next level, right? So for example, if I'm not thankful for this office, right, and I don't make the best of it, if I'm not a proper steward of what I have now and maximize it, how can I get to the next level? How can I utilize this to do more? You can't, because you're gonna be abusing what you have, right? And I get it. I know, right? You could be like, but Max, I live in this little country hick place, or I live in this ghetto area, or I live in this area, this town that's got nobody, right? Yeah, I'm not in the ghetto, but I don't have any friends, I don't have this and that. Well, find something to be thankful of. I'm not saying to be thankful for this 1980 Corolla that you're driving, right? You may not like it, but can you be thankful for a cousin that calls you and checks up on you? Could you be thankful for your health? Could you be thankful for the skills you have, or someone that's pouring into you? Find something to be thankful for, because what happens is that the more you're thankful, the more positive your brain is versus thinking on the negative, thinking on the things that are not going right. Whenever you put your mind on things that are negative, it weighs you down. But whenever you're thankful, it kind of springs you up, and you're more open to looking for the positivity. You're more open to going in. You're more open to pushing. You're more open to receiving the ideas that God has for you. You're more open to seeing the opportunities that your fellow man and woman is out to give you, right? You're more open and ready to receive, versus when you're downtrodden, when you're negative. And it happens, right? People get depressed. When you're in that state, man, it's so hard to receive. It's so hard to think of positive things. It's so hard to move. It's so hard to build. It's so hard to do. So folks, mind you, shout out to all the people who are going for it. All the people who are pushing for entrepreneurship. You know what? This is not a diss to the corporate folks in 9 to 5. I have a brother that's a doctor. I have a sister that's a nurse manager. I have another brother who's in theology and chaplaincy. They're 9 to 5 folks. Shout out to you guys, essential workers. You guys are all necessary. But I have a special passion for my entrepreneurs, because I know that will take my people to the next level. So shout out to you, all the people who jumped this year on the midst of COVID, who said, I'm gonna go for it. Shout out to you. Let's go for it. And you know what? If you jumped and you're going for it, remember, in spite of all the harsh negative things, push to have a spirit of gratitude, an open mind of gratitude. Be thankful. And eventually, after you start listening to these more and more, you'll start to have in your mind more of a mindful of, you know what, God, I am thankful for that. Oh yeah, I'm thankful for this. I'm thankful for that as well. I'm thankful for these little things. And I'm thankful for where I'm going and where I'm gonna be. All right, folks, so let's get on this journey. Let's be thankful. Let's be positive. Yes, truth is we're not always going to feel 100%, but at least when we feel down, try to put some positivity on, play some positivity, or go out, here's a great tip you could do. Go encourage somebody else when you feel down. My coach told me this little tip right there. Coach Wayne, when you feel down, go encourage somebody else. That's going to help you feel more positive about yourself. All right, folks? 'Cause I want to see you win. I want to see you succeed. I want to see you live that majestic lifestyle all around. So that's pretty much it for today, folks. Remember to keep that spirit of gratitude and live out your best life. All right, folks? So I'll see you again next Monday. Remember, we post every Mondays and Wednesdays, and we'll drop some little videos here and there. All right, but until then, encourage somebody, uplift somebody, be positive, and let's build out our dreams. All right, so until next time, folks, live your best life, live that majestic lifestyle.